ancient wisdom, decoding wisdom, DNA knowledge, just like an alchemy of things, all coming into you as one at the moment. And I feel like sometimes, not I think. Sometimes we just get caught up in ourselves. Sometimes we just forget how to hold ourselves and how to love ourselves. And I feel like sometimes we have people in our life that want us to forget because they're stuck in their human, they're stuck in their victim stories, they're stuck in those low lack spaces and places of themselves, but it's not their fault. So we can have compassion for them, but it doesn't mean that we allow the behavior. It doesn't mean that we tolerate the consistent feelings of being penetrated without permission, with having things happen to us that we don't like. We are coming into a timeline where we are accepting of others just as much as we are accepting of ourselves, because you understand, you get to a point where you just understand and you know that where you are as a person is exactly where you need to be. And that's only if you trust in the divine. That's only if you trust in the things that actually are important to you. That's only if you ever just breathe life into your whole existence of just who you are authentically. How you think, how you feel, how you move, how you flow. It all just is according to how you feel within. It's only a matter of space and time until you come into this energy of redemption where you understand, and it's a part of your cycle to feel this. But some people truly never get to redeem themselves because they allow the shadow to take over the cycle. So a part of that learning, a part of the detachment and moving through this dense energy and clearing it out is understanding that it's not ours, it's not yours, it's most of the things within you aren't actually yours. These are shame, this is guilt, this is dysregulation of other people's nervous systems, your parents, your church, your minister, your pastor. This is your teachers, your counselors, your dentist, your scouts leader, your neighbor. Like, you as children, and even I, who grew up on a farm, still had a big influence of people. But we have lived through generations who did not have a handle on their ego as much as we have. So now we're just in this state of learning how to receive solitude from being self-sufficient, from being able to draw a line between our lightness and our darkness, and have that balance of play and pleasure, and have these things that are fulfilled, but then also have the discipline to know when it's time that enough is enough, and when it's actually time to be responsible to the things that are happening around us. Responsible, having that responsibility. And responsibility comes with discernment, because we get to choose what we become responsible about or for. But in order to have that responsibility, there needs to be that moment of discernment within our cycle, the discernment of whether it is going to match, if it's a vibrational match, if it's a frequency match. And as human beings, we have these innate senses within us, and ultimately, it's those innate senses when we are in survival mode that they are constantly working. But when you are in a state of serenity and you're in a state of wholeness in yourself, and that's just a wholeness, that's not being perfect, that's just being super accepting that there is a duality of life, that there is a dualistic approach to everything. When you can balance in between that light and that dark, that is when you can live in wholeness, when you can embody your feminine essence, when you can be the creatrix, when you can play.